Hello and welcome to the Drone Zone. I'm drone pilot Brian Kay.
And I'm drone pilot Joe Tillman, BK. We have the need for speed today.
We do have the need for speed. We're going to start our engines.
Where are we going?
We're going to a Radford Racing School, and we're going to talk a little bit about cars and droning them.
Who doesn't love cars?
Who doesn't love cars?
What was your first car?
My first car was actually a truck. It was a Ford Splash.
Do they even make those anymore?
I don't think they make them anymore. It was a Ford Splash, and it had a neon decal, a green neon decal that said Splash on the side. It was like a little party truck.
Okay.
I guess I could describe it as. What was your first car?
My first car was a Nissan 200SX, and what made it really cool, it was one of the first digital cars, so it looked like Knight Rider in there for the first time.
Okay.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty rad.
Well, in my truck, the thing that I loved the most was I had like an 8-disc changer, an 8 CD disc changer.
Nice.
So I could put many CDs in there.
Sure.
Put it on shuffle, and it was like, BK Radio, the birth of BK Radio.
And I'm guessing you probably still have the CDs to this day.
I probably do still have the CDs because I'm a fan of physical media.
Yes, 100%.
So Phoenix, we have the Phoenix Raceway, which hosts a bunch of NASCAR races.
NASCAR comes to town. It's like its own.
It's huge.
It's its own little city.
Yeah.
When NASCAR comes to town.
It's a big event. We've covered it multiple times. We cover it every time they come out here. And what's unique about the track is it has a unique dog leg layout, which challenges drivers across all the series that race there. Do you know what a dog leg track is?
I do not. I do remember going out there for a NASCAR race and not having any earphones. And
it's loud.
And I couldn't hear for the rest of the day.
It is so loud.
We were right by the track.
Yeah, if you're right by the track there where the car's going, you need to wear
the rest of the day.
Well, a dog leg track is a unique kink in a certain section of the track.
Okay.
Which, a little fun fact there.
All right.
For Phoenix Raceway.
Sure.
But Joe, let's get to Radford Racing School. Now, this is a racing school in Chandler where thrill seekers, people who want to become race car drivers, or just people who want to become better drivers can go and, hone their skills.
It's a really cool place. They have a lot of cool cars that you can drive and you can try out. And they also have the skid car, which is an amazing car, and it teaches you how to drive in different kind of conditions.
Yeah, it's very cool. Take a look at the Drone Zone, and we'll talk about it when we get back.
Hi, my name is Danny Bullock. I'm the chief instructor here at the Radford Racing School. Well, today you're at the Radford Racing School, a place that's been in business for over 56 years. What we do here is our primary focus is to work on driver training, whether it's a teenager looking to be a better driver on the streets, all the way up to the seasoned race car driver who's looking to brush up before their next race, and everybody in between, driving enthusiasts, people who have been thinking about maybe doing some track driving or get into auto racing. This is the premier place to go learn how to be a better driver for all of that. We've got a wide variety of classes to fit the needs of just about everyone out there. We've got the Teenage Defensive Driving course. We've got the GT Road Racing class. We've got our High Performance Driving class. We have an executive protection program for those that are in the security industry. We teach them how to drive in a more strategic manner. In that class, we teach drivers how to do the pit maneuver, how to do reverse 180s. We also train a lot of military and police personnel as well in that class. Arizona is a great place to live. We have sun for 360 days out of the year. But there are times in the summertime during monsoon season and even in the wintertime where you have some storms roll through where the weather can change pretty rapidly. You have a monsoon come through, all of a sudden it's a bunch of dust, you have zero visibility. People don't know how to respond in those situations. And coming here will help give them the confidence to work in these different environments that we are faced with in driving in today's traffic in Arizona. One of the most important and most valuable tools we have here at the Radford Racing School is our skid car. And what we can do with this car is we can take a driver out and train them on how to recognize and recover from an oversteer slide where the back end slides out from underneath them, or the understeer slide where you turn the front wheels and the car doesn't respond very well and wants to continue going straight. When you look at this car, it's kind of wonky looking. It's got these big, almost training wheel looking things on the outside of it. And people ask all the time, oh, are those there to keep the car from flipping over? They're actually there to help raise the back end or the front end off the ground a little bit to reduce that grip and make it feel like, and to simulate what it feels like driving in snow or in rain. What we would want drivers to take away from the school is a confidence in knowing that they've gained a skill set in the short 2 or 3 or 4 days they've been here that will help them stay out of trouble when a situation arises.
All right, that was Radford Racing Drone Zone. Joe, one of my favorite things that when we were there, we asked, how fast can you go in these cars? And they said, as fast as you want.
That skid car is amazing, actually, and it's a useful tool they have too, because I've been in it a couple times.
I've been in that skid car as well.
And the thing they teach you the most is if you're in a spin, to always look the direction you want to go to and then turn into the spin, and they actually show you how to do it and what that looks like.
It's very cool. They can adjust the height of the training wheels, I guess you call them, to, show you different kinds of situations you could be in. When we're droning moving vehicles, like we were at Radford Racing, we were droning the cars. There's some tips you want to keep in mind and some safety measures you want to keep in mind when you're a drone pilot. Let's talk about that.
Well, like if you're the pilot in command, one of the first things you want to do is coordinate with the driver and with the staff that you're out there. So you want to go over with the driver your flight plan, what you expect to do, where you're going to go, where is the driver going, where is he going to go, and coordinate and get all that stuff together before you shoot.
Coordination is key. And then I'd say the other thing you want to do is, the car on the track might have nothing in front of it, but above there might be wires or power lines, anything like that. And that's what we kind of came across at Radford. On their race course, they had a couple wires right across the practice area, the racetrack, the practice area. And so we had to keep an eye on that, make sure the drone wasn't low to hit those. Correct. So you got to keep an eye on what's above the car at all times as well.
Another thing when you're droning something fast like a race car is put your drone in sport mode. And it won't be able to keep up with that car because the car goes very, very fast. Yeah. But you can do better than in normal mode and make sure your frame rate at a higher frame rate when shooting too.
We always want to prioritize the safety of the occupants, not only in the vehicle, but of the drone. Make sure the drone is safe.
True.
So next, we're going to a classic car salvage yard. I guess you could say where cars go to die.
Wow, okay.
So let's take a look at that.
What we do here is we are an antique wrecking yard that offers parts and projects for cars from 1930s to some 80s, domestic only. I'm Brian Smythe. I'm the general manager for Desert Valley Auto Parts. Desert Valley's been open since 1993. Our inventory is mainly going to be classic cars. We do everything from Chevys, Ford, Dodge, Packards, Kaisers, you name it. If it's American, we've got a little bit of every make and model and year. Well, customers are welcome to come here, walk around. We often get customers from all over the world, and they're welcome to walk the yard. We pull everything for them, so they just kind of take a stroll, take the self-guided tour, and if they find something they like, we kind of work out a deal with them, pull it, and we ship it if they need it, or they take it with them. Often people come here with no intention of actually getting parts. They just either see us in some TV shows that we've done and movies that we've been a scene for, and often they'll just kind of walk around and gaze at stuff they used to drive or their dad had when they're younger, and it is more of a stop for a vacation point than anything. As far as inventory goes, we have collectively between our yard and Casa Grande around 10,000 cars. The North Valley location primarily takes care of 1960 and newer, and then our Casa Grande location takes care of 1960 and older. Casa Grande is pretty unique because of the age of vehicle. There aren't a lot of yards that are still open today that have anything collected in that state, which is rust-free, collision-free sheet metal, which is what people really want. There's certain cars that they don't make anything for. Sheet metal is the heart of a car, and you have to have that. And without it, a project's worthless. We keep that yard as open as we possibly can, and there's just a lot of neat things. We don't have just cars there. We have old train passenger cars. We have just a collective of stuff. Some people just come out because they want to see something old. Some people might have a car and they don't know exactly how that piece goes on that car, and they need a reference. There's not a magazine that has every single car like we have, and to see it on a car, a lot of times that's worth $1 million to a guy because they need to know how it goes back on. It's like a time capsule. You get to walk around and see stuff that you just don't see on the roads. People have an interest for history, and the car culture is a great example of what American history is about, and it seems like it's going to last forever.
So BK, what do you think the number one part is that people go to yards like that for?
Oh man, I don't know, something with the engine, because a lot of these cars are really old, so maybe they don't make that part anymore.
Nope.
No?
It's the sun visor. Number one thing people go to the yard for. Sun visor.
Now you're doing the fun facts.
There I go, little FFs all around.
Well, it was pretty cool to see all those old cars there. Like you said, people go there to find parts, if things are rebuilding or collecting. Nowadays, we got electric cars. We got the Waymos.
In Phoenix, we have Waymos all around. And the unique thing is they don't go on freeways. They just do city streets.
Right.
And they're almost up by my house.
Okay.
They're getting further and further north. But the weird part is it's like it doesn't go on the east side of me, but it goes on the west side of me.
I don't know.
But Waymos are fun. I've taken Waymos a lot of time.
What is it like? I've never been in a Waymo yet.
It's a unique and trippy experience because you look up and there's no one in the front seat, and the steering wheel is just driving by itself.
Ghost driver.
And we've never had an issue in a Waymo.
So you have always felt safe, like this
100%.
is cool?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I think I trust a computer over a human.
Wow.
That's just me.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, BK, they just waved the checkered flag on us. Take us home.
All right. I'm drone pilot Brian Kay.
And I'm drone pilot Joe Tillman.
Keep your drone soaring and your adventures exploring.